pull it in tight here.
Right.
Lean into it.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, Hot Wheel kicks in. Alright, when the counter reads 0 here,
I press this up.
that's right. And get another one in quick, slap it in hard.
Right.
And you're ready to rock and roll.
Hello and welcome. This is the Pulse rifle. It's looking okay. It's nice and smooth. It undulates a bit. It is, after all, a garage kit made in probably somebody's garage, I expect. So it isn't all flat as I would like, as it would be in a professional moulding, but it's good enough. What we've done, as I said, we've taken as much off as we can, just sanded. And it's looking okay, looking very worn in this condition, but what else have I done? Let's move it this way a little bit. This is the, let's get the light on. This is the front bit, let's call it that. It actually has a steel, God, I can't think of words now. Actually has a steel thing at the front, the thing that the bullet comes out of. But all the rest of it here, apart from the handguard, this is the handguard, as you can see. This is all smooth now as well. And this is going to be painted rubber colour. But all this part here is made from styrene. And I tried to take this off because I wanted to sort of separate it a little bit, you know. Might be easier to actually work with. Unfortunately, being styrene, it's a bit brittle now. Maybe because of time, I don't know. But so I thought I'd leave it alone because it started to crack. Barrel. This thing's called a barrel. Oh, and it's steel. It's a steel barrel, which is a great idea. So, smashing. What else? We fixed the trigger, as you can see. Can you see? Trigger? That's there. I don't know if you can see it, but let's see if I can move in just a bit. Oh, whoops. Trigger. Okay, wrong end. I don't know if you can see it, but it's actually fixed. It's not perfect. I think, to be honest with you, if somebody gives that a pull with their finger, it's going to come off again. But that's the way it goes. But what else do we do? Oh, the butt. The butt of all those jokes. The butt's back here. This is very wobbly. I've actually managed to, this was falling apart, so I put it back together, put some foam inside there, expanding foam, just to give it some, whoops, it says taken off completely, give it some solidness, and also put this tape around so it doesn't expand sideways. So this is going to be, this is all cleaned up a bit, but this is going to be 5-minute epoxied in. Hopefully that will hold it, because obviously if it's against somebody's shoulder or chest, and also it sort of bends that way, and also we've fixed the top part here. We've got some rather nasty cracks in there. Again, epoxy will go in there. So, and that's it really. Oh, one thing, let me show you this. I found, I don't know if you can see that there, that's a trigger. Now the guy whoever it was who actually built this originally, I'm just restoring it, of course, I'm sure he had this part, which is a metal trigger which should go in there somewhere, but because he's actually built it, I can't get that trigger in. I might be able to do something, because this trigger here is, I know I've fixed it and everything, but it will break again. So I want to put that on if I can. The other thing, the hole, the big hole here, is for this. It's the counter that goes in there, but I'm looking online, and you need more than just a a couple of wires and a battery holder, because it's supposed to count down, I think. But problem is, because it's all together and pretty solid, I can't get this thing in here. There's no way of putting it in there. Not with that board on the back as well. There's a gap on this side here, but it will not go in there. If I make it larger, it might, but then I need to make it larger on the inside there as well, in there. And also I'll need to make it larger. It's going to be a murder. So what I'm going to do, unfortunately, it's not going to light. This thing will be off. So what I have to do is take it off this board that it's attached to, put it in there and put the cover over it. So it'll be a pulse rifle in the storage, and the battery is supposed to go in the bottom here, see? And that's been all cleaned up as well, and it's quite a big hole in there with a hole going all the way up to there. But unfortunately, because it's all together and it's got all this in the way and this in the way, it's not going to work. So bit of a shame, but there we go. So there's the second video on the pulse rifle. Next one, I hope to have it a bit of paint on, bit of primer, see what needs to be done then, and then I'll have to source some paint. I want this to be a very dark greyish brownish. I don't suppose some of you may have had Technics hi-fi equipment in the past, you know, and Technics hi-fi equipment was a funny colour. It wasn't black, it wasn't silver, it was sort of a greenish, greyish grey. Some of you will know what I mean, and that's a sort of colourish I want. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. I'm going to have to rattle can it, I think, to be honest with you, because it's going to need quite a few coats. These parts are going to be all black, shiny black for the barrel, and rubber for the hand grip, as you can see, and rubbery colour for that, and also for the grip on there. And that's it really. Oh, back there as well. And that's it. That's where we've got to, and that's what we need to do. So until next time, see you soon.